Contracts are often neglected within your business. They're stored in filing cabinets, in email, in SharePoint. In short, they're stored all over the place. And when they're stored like this, you have absolutely no access to any of the data that is in them. So how do you change this? Well, the easiest way to change this is via a contract repository. But that's a bit of a mouthful. So let's just call it a digital contract record. And I'll be taking you through in this video how you can utilize a platform like Gatekeeper, a vendor and contract lifecycle management platform, to store all of your contracts, to get value out of the data in those contracts, and use that data to power various digital processes that we call workflows. It's pretty awesome. So let's dive into this. So contract repository or contract record, what is it? Effectively, it's a digital home for your contracts. It's where the contract file, so the actual writing, is a PDF, typically a Word doc, normally a PDF, right? Once it's been signed, digitally signed, I might add, is stored. And then from that, you'll have various metadata points. These are data points that have been extracted from the contract that you can use to run reports, to use for insights, or to start digital processes from. And one of those processes that I absolutely love that actually gives you a massive ROI on any tech investment straight away is within Gatekeeper. We have a contract renewal workflow that will start X amount of days before the contract is due to expire or the notice period is due, and it will start the contract renewal process. So it will engage with people in your business to figure out whether or not you need whatever it is, a particular service, a particular subscription, and you can then either proceed with the renewal and negotiate better renewal terms, or you can terminate it and save yourselves a bit of money on something you wouldn't need and that was at risk of being missed if you still had the contract in the filing cabinet or in SharePoint. So let's talk about the core features that a contract repository offers you. Firstly, it's a huge time save. In my early days in the defense space, I was working on a few older contracts. And when I say older, I mean like they were signed like 2, 3, 4 years ago. And in the defense space, some of these contracts are 10, 15, even 20 plus years in terms of their term. They're long contracts. And I had to spend days, and I kid you not, I'm not exaggerating here in any way, days looking through filing cabinets in a giant, like the biggest building I've ever worked in, with the most archaic filing structure for contracts, because the contracts had gone missing and we needed to manage them. Someone had a spreadsheet somewhere that said perhaps there were some checks we had to do, but it didn't document what. It was chaos. It took me like 3 days to find all of the correct documents. And then when you open up these paper contract files, it still didn't have the signed contract in it. It had contracts signed by one party and not the other. So this is what I'm talking about. It's a huge time save. And we still have to do this even if we don't have paper documents. If you're storing things in like SharePoint, email, things get missed. I've worked in plenty of organizations that do things digitally, but not really digitally, right? They have it in SharePoint drives. You go through all of this work and they still don't have the right documentation there. They might have folders, but you go into the folders and they're empty. I know that you've all experienced this as well. So efficiency and time saving is a huge benefit here. Compliance and risk management becomes fundamentally easy and arguably automated once you have all of the data, once you have obligations data in your platform, once you have the correct dates in there, when you have performance reviews built in to a central platform like Gatekeeper, it makes it so much easier to stay on top of. And I've alluded to it already, but insights and analysis, I like to run some reviews and reports on the various contracts by category or by value that I've got, or even the ones that I'm concerned with because I own the contract obligations on those. This is so easy to do when you have all of the data in one place. You can just use a smart filter to get the right information to you, and you can even save that for you and use it in the future. I'd say building a contract repository is the start of a true improvement and evolution in your digital transformation journey. I really hate saying digital transformation because often it doesn't really transform what you're doing, but a contract repository is like the foundational layer that you need. At Gatekeeper, we call this restoring visibility. You're restoring visibility with regards to your vendors, their contracts, and all of that data that surrounds that ecosystem. Once you've got that at your fingertips in your platform, you can start doing so much more with it. So we've really focused this area. It's our foundational pillar, restoring visibility, because once you've done this, once you've got the right data in the right place, you can start using it. And that wraps this video up all about a contract repository. It's an incredibly powerful tool, a way of working that will no doubt allow you to do so much more with regards to your vendor and contract management processes, and fundamentally reduce the risk related to both of those. But before you finish watching this video, make sure you go and watch this video now. It's all about what is contract risk. It's a fundamental video that you should definitely check out. It pairs really well with this video. I'll see you real soon.